More shot attempts than us. That is very rare for the Celtics this season. New York has attempted 47 shots to Boston's 42, and you know how big Coach is on shot margin.
Oh, we've got some shoving right now to start the second half in an elimination game.
Well, for the most part, you were wondering when this was going to happen. We really haven't seen it throughout this series. I'm just surprised it took so long for these two division rivals. This should just be a double technical.
You can't grab there. You can't grab there.
Another offensive rebound, this time Knox. Turns, shoots. And then it's Key. Misses the layup.
Goodness.
Boy, Dylan Brooks and Spencer mixing it up underneath it. Now Spencer and Şengün. Boy, look out. Jackson Davis shoving Şengün. Officials quickly trying to defuse the situation. That thing was brewing. It started between Spencer and Brooks. And boy, a night that looked like it was going to be a huge blowout. And this thing continues to get interesting here down the stretch.
Right there. Jackson Davis took a...
See if they call Zubac. No, he's going to go ISO Murray on Kawhi Leonard here.
Murray tips it out of bounds, and it last hit Leonard.
Wow. Jokic trying to grab the ball.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Jokic was ripping the ball away from the Clippers trainer.
Nuggets timeout. There's Nikola Jokic having an animated conversation with Nuggets assistant coach Ryan Saunders. And it happened a couple of times throughout the timeout as well.
I mean, that's just what frustration looks like.
Nikola Jokic has won 3 of the last 4 MVP awards. This was a very animated joker during the timeout.
Mid-range this series than their last couple, but I'm shocked he passed that up.
Off the turnover, Caruso bumped by Toppin. Hartenstein gets into Toppin's face.
Now it's the NBA Finals. Now it's the NBA Finals. And I understand why you do this. There's no play at the ball, kind of, I guess. It depends. The referees typically take a review whenever there's some sort of scuffle.
So they are going to review it. Scott Foster is the crew chief. Easier sometimes to see in real time.
Slowing down and being able to basically stop on one foot.
Again, Draymond Green draws the foul. Immediately, Tony Brothers indicates he's going to go take a look at it to see if the elbow caught the face of Reed, and apparently it did by that reaction.
It's a tough call because all he's trying to do is draw the foul, and now Draymond is just yelling at the official, very, very frustrated. He's got to get control of his emotions. I understand the frustration because I don't think there was any intent there, but the referees are calling the game the way they expected him to. Steph Curry now trying to calm him down. Draymond making his case, which Steph understands. They're going to get Jimmy Butler back in the game for Draymond and try to get him away from the officials altogether. Very smart move by Steve Kerr right here. I mean, they're down 16 right now. They cannot afford another technical on him, and he's got to stay away from the crowd.
Here's your clutch player of the year, the award winner in that category, most points, and he lives up to it. He's got it right now. With a whistle, it's away from the ball, and Towns
and Harris
going at it, crashing each other, and Duran is involved. This is exactly what we wanted.
No, this is exactly what playoff basketball should be.
Eason will come out on him. Eason. Driving on with Draymond Green. The foot remains. The jersey being held. Oh, we've got some more grappling on the floor.
Draymond has to be careful. Remember, he already has that technical foul.
of when he was trying to get up off the floor here. See, there's nothing here, and his legs just happen to be on the shoulders of Eason. Did you and a little bit of kick at the end of that. I hope that was inadvertent right there by Draymond Green.
Dort, it's just the touch he has and the elevation on that jump. That arc is very consistent.
Edwards, long three-pointer. It's good! Anthony Edwards from way downtown. A 41-point lead.
He and Dort hitting one another on the way back up the floor.
We saw it in the Lakers series, him and Bron doing it. We've seen him do it against Kevin Durant. He will do it against SGA, Lou Dort. It don't matter. Anybody can get that smoke. Well, that was my first and second year in the league, and then I worked extremely hard on it and it stopped happening.
And a foul. Draymond Green looking at James Capers. And it's going to be an offensive foul.
Well, Draymond's point was he's holding me. But that's the kind of physicality we've become accustomed to start this playoffs. To me, that's extra.
And officials are going to look to see if that's extra.
Hartenstein hands, and it's an air ball from SGA.
Oh, a lot of contact there running the court.
Jokic and Holmgren both were ready to explode.
Arms got tangled up, and Jokic right there throwing his arms gets called for the foul.
So now they're going to challenge the call. Jokic making the case to his head coach, David Adelman, you got to challenge it. This was foul number 4.
Under 2 minutes to go in this first half.
And that's going to be a foul. Draymond Green colliding with
Draymond Green smartly going over to check on Fred VanVleet. This one I feel bad for Draymond Green on. I mean, this wasn't Draymond Green trying to start anything. Wasn't Draymond Green arguing. And I think the key right here, as Steve Kerr's talked about, is that Draymond Green doesn't let this difficult call get to him, and he just keeps his composure, which he seems to be doing.
Case and Wallace also in the game for OKC. It's now 33-13. And back and forth here between Williams and Westbrook. Officials get in between. Westbrook is gesticulating. And Scott Foster has made a call. They're trying to sort it out exactly who the technicals are going to be on. It indicated initially that it would be Westbrook. And Westbrook is trying to make the case that it should be a technical on OKC as well.
To a very brief rest at the 4:32 mark of the quarter, and now John Goble gets Sam Merrill and DeAndre Hunter. Well, look out, Turner comes to the defense of Mathurin. Well, you can see something brewing between those two the other night, and that has spilled in and over here to game 4.
It is definitely getting chippy. And this is important to keep your head. We talk about the postseason being about who handles adversity best.
Again, Hunter took contact right there. That kind of a little bit of a I don't want to say a punch, but the extension of the right arm from Mathurin.
First of all, he checked out Rudy Gobert first, and then he got the strip.
And McDaniels with a shove. The frustration for Jaden McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander goes down. Lou Dort trying to have words with McDaniels. Naz Reid tries to get in between.
Yeah, I don't even think you got to look at it. They should review it.
Lauren is back there awaiting a report as Dillon Brooks hits a tough shot. And Green throws an elbow. Post drops Steven Adams.
Here it is, a battle inside.
Adams hits the deck. Brooks jumps right in Green's way. Yep. Halliburton, triple.
So Brunson was down there with Matherin, and they got tangled up, and they both hit the floor, and now they're having a word and maybe a bit of a conversation.
Down low.
Brunson picked up his second personal foul.
Good call.
On the bench tonight, 22-13 advantage for Indiana.
Now Brunson still having words with Matherin.
Jalen Brunson. Shot clock at 4, pickpocketed by Nembhard.
Another steal, number 6 for Andrew, having words with Brunson.
His defense has been terrific.
Stalled his momentum, and Nembhard able to get the steal.
A little headbutt there.
Ball deflected. Porzingis picks it up. And Joe Mazzulla doesn't like the way things are going right now. Doesn't want to take any chance for a Nick run here. Some post-whistle chatter. Jalen Brunson and Al Horford. A little battle down low.
Just a little good sportsmanship. Jalen Brunson with the dominant play over Al Horford. Al Horford didn't like it. Jalen Brunson's looking at him like, what? You know it's not that bad when Horford's not going at Brunson, he's looking at the official. Like,
it's two of the classiest guys in the NBA having a dispute. Not exactly what you would call a normal NBA dispute. It's now 2-1. Knicks still in front, but Boston got a little of that three-point mojo back. And Peyton Pritchard was a star off the bench. SGA bumped and fouled by Nembhard. The two Team Canada teammates. And Nembhard picks up his third.
These two guys are close.
You see a little push afterwards?
I sure did.
I saw a little push afterwards, DB.
Two guys, close friends on the Canadian national team. And
another one of the great scoring benches or scoring games off the bench in finals history was Jason Terry, 2011 for the Dallas Mavericks, coached by Rick Carlisle.
Well, Arizona has had a player in the NBA Finals for 11 straight years.
4 turnovers for OKC.
They're pushing back and forth, and he's doing a little extra. But Lou Dort told us in his meeting, the minute a player goes and complains to the official, I believe I've got him. I've got him frustrated. I've got a little rattled. I don't think a foul's ever been called there. So if I'm Tyrese, I'm just being a little smart.
Giving up an easy 2 in a conference final.
Gilgeous-Alexander this time draws the foul. T-Wolves upset that they thought that last possession was off OKC.
And look at this block. This is what we're talking about. Anthony Edwards. He is a two-way player. You look at his scoring, you see his dunks. What people don't give enough attention to is his defensive intensity.
And we got a technical foul called. I believe I think it's Anthony Edwards. Well, Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down the first.
Oh, do we got a little chippiness in the first quarter?
Through the ball. That's unsportsmanlike technical. He led the NBA in technical fouls during the regular season. The Pacer players have talked about the impact their fans have had on them. They just love their basketball. As Thomas Bryant knocks down a 3.
I think you're going to get offsetting technicals here.
Double technicals. So it's Johnson and Jones. And of course, Reggie Miller. James Johnson, who we just waxed poetic about his impact, has been ejected from the game.
Go ahead and make your mark, though, in the finals. Go ahead.
Also had the most tornado warnings in NBA Finals history between these two cities.